back food plot, which is kind of an odd shape, and it wraps around here. And there's a clump of trees in the middle here that I wanted to take out to let in light in this part of the food plot. South is behind me. This will get more sunlight. And then what I'll do is there's kind of a mound here, and that's not going to be food plot at all anyway. So I'm going to grow some low brushy, like elderberry, plum trees. I'm not quite sure yet. I got a bunch of trees and stuff coming for the deer. But anyway, that would be a good spot to do it, because I'd like to split this food plot kind of in two and make a screened area here. So you're just kind of compartmentalizing, I think that's the word, the area, kind of making one bigger food plot into smaller ones to fit more deer with less pressure on the deer. They feel more comfortable if they can't see a bunch of deer. Like if you have a kind of the head doe in here and a little buck comes in or something, she might try to scare them out or whatever. But if they're in one part of the food plot and it's screened off to the other part of the food plot, there won't be as much problems, and you can fit more deer in. And also it'll screen me from coming into a possible tree stand that I'm going to build here, a box stand. But anyhow, so that's what I'm doing right now. And I just come across this big tree, and I'm 90% sure it's a basswood. White ash also looks kind of like basswood. I have a hard time differentiating between the two, but anyway, I'm pretty sure this is a basswood. And you can see the big, long scar, and you can actually look in that scar, and it's all hollowed out. So I want to drop that tree, because on this side of the food plot, I'm taking out big trees to let in the morning sunlight, and as the sun crosses the southern sky here, to get more sunlight in here. And I'm going to be planting thicket crab trees on this side, and probably some other fruiting trees. So I don't want this tree to die after I've planted these fruit trees and then crush them. So I'm trying to take care of this problem before it becomes a problem. So I'm gonna drop this massive tree. This is a big tree for me, but I need to practice, because I need to drop a 6 giant white pines this spring for our house build. So this will be good practice. So we'll get started. This might be the largest tree that I've ever taken down by myself. But like I say, it's going to be good practice for the white pines I have to take down for our house build this spring coming up. So this is probably almost 24 inches in diameter. And some of these pines are 28 and they got to be 100 feet tall. So yeah, good practice. Sweet. That's a big tree, and it went where I wanted it to. So I read it right. It was pretty much straight up and down, but it had some branches on this side toward the food plot that I thought would, weight it on this side more. So that's why I dropped it there. And plus, if I would have went the other way, I have a lot of trees that it would have hung up on. So I really would have had to place it between a couple trees, which is hard to do. I'm no logger, but let's take a look at the stump. You can always tell how well you cut down a tree by looking at the stump. And I think I did a pretty good job, other than the whole thing is a little crooked, but that was my face cut. And then I could have went a little bit higher on my back cut. Should have been about an inch higher on my back cut. But my hinge wood is nice and straight. We can use this for firewood. You can tell how massive this tree is. This is a 28-inch bar. So yeah, it's 28-inch. Yeah, it's about 26-inch diameter. Anyway, got it down safely. So I'm just cutting all these trees to let in light and get it to where I won't have to cut down any more big trees, because once I plant these fruit trees, I don't want to hit them. Obviously, when I cut down any more, go to cut down any more, so I want to get them all done now. So now we have a couple more over here that are shading part of the food plot. We'll cut those down and then we'll winch these out. It's going to be really warm tomorrow, so I got to get in here possibly today, get some of these out, or tomorrow morning before, because it's going to get up to almost 60 degrees. So it's not going to be good conditions to pull logs out with the tractor. This is a giant log, biggest diameter I've ever pulled. It's probably 15 feet long. But the choker barely goes around it. So I've already pulled it out from the tree. Now I just got to get it to the rest of the way to the tractor and haul it out of here. This is a hard maple, sugar maple.